So the channel talk will be at the end of the video. I'm not going to bore you with it at the beginning, although it is important to me, but I know you guys want to see toys. That's what this channel is about and will always be about, is toys. So with that, this is not Cassandra Kane, something Kane, but spelt with a K. This was $15. There's two really cool toy stores on the Wildwood Boardwalk. The cat is out of the bag, though, because a lot of the older NECA stuff that I used to get for great deals is gone, man. I should have never let that cat out of the bag. But, you know, it is what it is. I helped other collectors, and I do have some NECA pieces that I grabbed at them stores. This was hidden behind a stupid McFarland paywall where they make you buy, you know, it's not so bad where you had to buy 3 figures for like $80. That's not that bad, especially since one was a mega figure. But it was a year after Clayface already was out, or maybe 6 months later. Most people already had that Clayface. He wasn't that hard to find once he got released. And then it was a Batman we've seen over and over again. Yada, yada, yada. Got this for $15 at one of them boardwalk stores. Glad I got her. Glad I didn't have to rebuy the other 2 figures and then maybe sell them on eBay. $15. Check one off the list. Is there a list? Do I have a list? I don't know. On to the next one. Here is a NECA Preacher figure I got for $15. Full disclosure, never watched the show, never read the comics. So, Gaines, why did you get this? Well, let's get him out of the box, and we will talk about it, though. $15. Well, first of all, it's a nice-looking figure. Good sculpt. You know, classic NECA articulation, so nothing's going to really be double-jointed. Not classic NECA, but older NECA. Comes with a lot of cool accessories. If you know it, if you can even see what this is, if you watched the show or read the comic, let me know what this is. I have no idea. It looks like a can of hair wax. He is a priest, comes with the old Bible, if this is a Bible. I don't know what it is. That's cool. Comes with 2 beers. So, I just figured it's a cheap NECA figure for $15. Throw them in the background for the channel. I always love mixing it up for you guys, so there's always something different back there. You let me know what you think. Really good head sculpt, whoever this actor is. I heard the show is great. I heard the comic is better. Let me know if you watched Preacher. $15 at a Wildwood. This was at Mike's shop. There's 2. I know the first gentleman by name. He's really cool, Mike. And then the second store, I forget. I'll have some pictures. Hey, maybe now. Some pictures of what's inside the store. There's wrestling, Marvel Legends, loose stuff, new stuff, Funko Pops, classic NECA, old stuff. I'll show you that too. There's some pictures there. Let's move on to my next Wildwood Boardwalk toy find. Why am I talking like this? Classic Al Simmons, McFarland Spawn. This was later on. I want to say this was probably mid-2000s, 2005. Has that nice yellow tint. Oh, not from smoke, though, because this was in that Boardwalk store probably for 10 years. $15. Who's on the back? Who was in this wave? Al Simmons, Malbolgia. Oh, awesome medieval Spawn. Clown wrapped up in some Silence of the Lamb shit. She's cool. She's really cool. Look at that shit. Just classic little mini statues. Let's get them out of the box. Let's look at this base first. Has this guy with his entrails out. He got effed up. I don't know if this was a friend of Al Simmons. I doubt it, because he's going to be stepping on him. Gnarly shit. This used to be on toy shelves, man, at Toys R Us. This guy always has had balls. Comes with 2 guns. This one has a strap, which is very nice. M16, I'm guessing, with a grenade launcher on the bottom. And a regular, like, Colt 45, maybe. Now, those guns can also, I could use with Sergeant Rock. That's going to have no guns because of the dopey, you know, Warner Brothers caveat, law, restriction, whatever you want to call it. And another thing if I can get them plugged in there. So the talk about scale with McFarland, everybody, point of contention, people hate it. Boy, that's not going in there. I don't want to, I got to heat this stuff up. This has been on a freaking boardwalk for probably 10 years. Now, a lot of paint. This is classic. This is the McFarland that heads grew up on. That hate McFarland now because he doesn't do paint apps like that. Well, you can't have it both ways. You can't have something that articulated and the paint app's that good and not be over $40. That's why NECA figures are, you know, at the higher price point. Almost at overpriced. They're not overpriced. There's like mud on the boot and stuff. Even NECA doesn't have paint apps this good. There's shading inside each wrinkle. Fantastic. Now, you know, McFarland always has done his own thing with scale, and that's a larger figure, quote unquote. You know, it's a statue. But now look, I have Al Simmons, I have Spawn. So it's like, I don't know, maybe he's just doing things because he didn't forget his past. He always kind of did things his own way. This is kind of 6 inches, though. I don't know. It's not. Let's see. Yeah, he's tall. He's like 6.5 inches. I don't know. All I know is this. I have a really good Spawn display, and I don't have Al Simmons, you know, before he turned into Spawn. And now I do, and it was only $15. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Got a big boy. This is an awkward camera angle. $15. I think it was priced wrong. The guy was cool, though. I think it was supposed to be $25, which is still a good deal. $15. I know some of you, Tim, disavowed, is finding this at Ross for $8. I don't have that luck. I don't have that type of luck. My Ross just has like old freaking baby toys, and it's embarrassing. You know, you're lucky to maybe see a MILF in there or something. It's always a dud. It's always a bust. Nothing but baby toys and Funko Pops. So to get this for $15, I can check this off the list that doesn't exist. It exists in my head, baby. Let's get them out of this box. That's Gorilla Grodd McFarland. So here's the first release, which is a better sculpt. You get this really vicious, angry head. A lot more going on with the armor. The paint app sucked. I painted this gold. I painted the skull silver. I gave him a ripped cloth cape. I am going to keep this. He was just very undersized. That's what she said. I like this one better, but he's not big enough. Again, you know, that's what she said. Now, collectors out there and customizers are finding this guy, and they're putting the DC... I know I've seen two people do it. I know Toy Collector did it. They're putting the DC Universe Classics Build-A-Figure, I believe, head on here, which is cool looking, and they're removing all this to have a classic look. I think that looks excellent, but I don't want to triple dip and have to spend that piece is not cheap. If you own it, that's awesome. You could pop that head on there, sculpt this. I actually don't mind the armor and this cape. It's just orange. Why the fuck is it? Like, maybe in that comic it was orange. I'm gonna strip it off and paint it more like this look there. And do I wish he had do I wish some things were different? Yes. And this is kind of a statue. He T-poses. He bends at the knee. But really, you know, without a fist, because they're both like reaching out hands, even if you could get him in a good pose, which ain't that bad considering, without one fist and something different, nothing will look dynamic. You know, this is really, get him in a pose, stand him behind who you want to stand him behind, and that's it. Come on, you big fuck. I'm just glad I found him at a decent price. You know, it's one of them things where I wanted him. I held off. I never seen him in stores. He never dips below 40 on BBTS. Sometimes. But then when shipping, he's 40. Are you going to fucking stand or what? Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to repaint them. Make them look like this. I'm glad I found them. Moving on to the next and last, Vacation Toy Find. So look, Dallasm is old news. Somehow people had him months ago. Once again, Tim, you son of a bitch. So me reviewing him, I'm not going to nothing you haven't seen before is going to be here. This is smart. It's funny. Maybe I will tell you something that others haven't, though. Toy Biz used to do this with their Mr. Fantastic. The Mr. Fantastic by Toy Biz came with bendy, stretchy parts. So to see Hasbro not do that and Jada Toys do that is nothing short of perplexing. Or maybe hubris. I don't know. Anytime I say something about one, I'm probably the most positive fucker on this channel. I love all these dopey things. But man, when I critique something, whether it be Jada or Hasbro or whatever, people really get in their feelings. I don't know why. I obviously love Hasbro shit. It's all back there. I don't know. All I'm saying is Hasbro could have stole that idea or reused that idea from Toy Biz. It wouldn't be stealing. You bought the rights to the product, basically. This is really slick and unique. Not unique. It's been done before. But been so long, people probably forget. Another perfect release. He needed the Ooga Flame effect, though. They're probably going to remake him. They're going to remake him in the Player 2 colors and give you them flame effects to make us buy him again to have the flame effect. Love this release. Jada Toys keeps knocking it out of the park. Let's get down to business. On to the channel news. First thing I'm going to do is, before Monday, I'm going to clean up my channel. I'm going to have mods and repaints and custom stuff in a folder for you guys. I'm going to have DC Multiverse reviews, Hasbro reviews, opinions, all in separate folders. It's just, I never, I work a full-time job. I have a kid. I have a wife. I have to do other things. I'm not making excuses. I just didn't know where this channel would go. You know what I mean? I didn't realize it'd have so much fun. I didn't realize people would be so receptive towards it. So I appreciate that. You guys deserve to have the channel cleaned up and find things where you want them. And I'm also on a journey to lose weight. And I'm not going to turn this into a fucking fitness channel, but I do know a lot about losing weight. I know a lot about fitness. I should have, in hindsight, everything I knew and everything I've accomplished on the fitness side of my life. If I would have made a YouTube channel like that, I would have been one of these yahoos that I just never feel comfortable taking money from people for things I like to share for free. So I am going to do walks and ride my mountain bike and maybe do some bullshit around the house and chat about life. It could be anything from, I don't know, video games and what I love about video games to foods you should stay away from to, and listen, if you don't, it's going to be in a different folder. I'm not starting a new channel. We're going to just have discussions because I'm going to be out there walking and on the bike and things pop into my head. And I've been through, I'm not a rich dude. I'm not here trying to brag and say that I'm a know-it-all. I just know what I've been through in life, and I think it's worth sharing. And now that I have, we have like a community together between Mega Powers and all the other channels I've been on. And this channel, I think I know enough of you intimately enough to where if I'm sharing some info that might help you, why not? And that'll be starting next week. As always, guys, take care, have fun. I hope to see you tonight on a special Friday version of the Mega Powers podcast. Did I say it? I think I said it already. Take care, have fun.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!